Time! Try to make that as exciting as possible. It's time! It's 11 o'clock-ish. My time. Just about. It is EverQuest 2 night. I've got great ideas for EverQuest 2. I just have to implement them somehow. So my two really cool ideas. I want to come up with a player versus player housing edition where my wife's laughing at me. You've been waiting. It's almost 11. She says it's not 11. It's like 2 minutes to 11, but I'm on now. We're going. So, but I want to do player versus player housing, where if we could somehow find, like, I don't know, I'll pick like 2 houses or something, and then somehow come up with some kind of voting scheme that if anybody really watches it might pick up on and have fun with it. I know they have leaderboards, but it would be really cool if like 2 people went head to head. Maybe set it up to where
is 11 o'clock p.m.
Oh, my clock is still talking to me. I swear I turned it off. That's okay. But anyway, what we'll do is I want to have it set to like maybe 2 folks. We'll have 2 empty houses, and then you give them like an hour. And what I'll have to do, I'll go back and forth between the houses and see the decorating in progress. And then at the end, we'll have a walkthrough of both houses, and then with some kind of voting system, you know, put up who had the best house on the show. The other idea I had for player housing, or even dungeons, you could even do dungeon versus dungeon, but do like the old TV show Trading Spaces, where you have 2 houses, we walk through it, we show the house, and then like a person from each house will actually go and redecorate a room in another person's player house, and then see who made the best changes. It's brilliant, and it's mine. I'm going to copyright that. I'm going to put that on my website, so I'll be the first one with the idea, and now we just need people who will volunteer to do it. And that'll be awesome, because I just figured out how to get my videos over to YouTube, and we can YouTube it there too, you know, so just increase the exposure. But I think that would just be so fun. Just take house decorating in EverQuest to a new level. Yeah, the more I say it, the odder it sounds. But it's a gimmick, alright? It's a catch. Alright, just go with it. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Alright, so let me hop in. So I got my guy on here. So now when I actually complete a dungeon, I'll get the marks and things like that for this. My wife's reading for me. So I thought it sounded cool. I was like, man, that's brilliant. Doesn't look like... Do you have video? Because my wife's... Oh, she refreshed it. Because I was like, well... If it's not broadcasting, that'd be odd. But at least you hear it. Alright, so we're logging in now. And we're going to take a look at some houses. I have unread mail. I don't know who's sending me mail. Alright, so as usual... Oh, that's right. They added a new thing where you can read your mail. You can't get items, but you can read the mail. Oh, look. I got a secret admirer. Was that part of the Irolisi Day quest? I got a secret admirer quest. Okay, whatever. Guardy X gift giver. Yeah, I don't really do holiday events. And I got a welcome back to EverQuest 2. Nice. And just some old stuff. Antonia Bell role player welcome guide. All right, wonderful. That stuff's been sitting there for a while. I'm surprised it hasn't gone away. Okay, so first I'm going to run through, maybe spotlight 1 or 2 houses, just to get us in the mood for this player versus player build-up I want to do. I might start it with my wife's guild, because a lot of them are into decorating, so she knows some decorating folks. In fact, special treat, we're going to go check out a wedding chapel facility place that my wife did. How many folks helped you with it? I mean, not the items, but the actual placing and decorating of items. Mostly it was you? Alright. So this is mostly her. She does have help from her guild as far as like gathering the items and stuff, but she does most of the placement and the main design concepts. So this will be her place. So let's do housing leaderboards. What's the search, hun? Large homes. How do I switch pages? Okay. And what was it called? Alright, so here comes the wedding chapel. And we'll give this a run through so you can kind of get an idea for the kind of stuff that my wife does. This is something that she's doing. Actually, they're going to have a wedding in this on Sunday. So I have a guild event in Star Wars, but depending on when the wedding and my guild event kind of stuff is, I might be able to come in and broadcast the wedding, which you can ask and see if they want. That might be cool. I just don't know what time it'll be. We'll see if we're gonna see if we can broadcast a wedding. Well, that's why I don't know what time. It just all depends on timing. Okay, so here's the chapel. So we pop in, and immediately we see the sitting arrangements. Either side, the bridegroom side. The pews. Let me just first person in. All right. How do I walk? What is it? This key? No. What key is walk? Let's walk. No. 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 It's not divide. Okay. Alright. That's one problem I noticed I had before, like trying to look at the houses. I run past everything. So let's first person view so you can see everything, and let's walk on through it. So the pews, she'll probably correct me when I say things wrong, but really the pews is like 2 columns, or they're not columns, but these stone benches, stone bench for the seat, and then she just rotates one up. She's placed the flowers, the carpeting, she's placed the candle that they have, she placed all of that. Let's see what this looks like. So when they're standing, they'll be standing, you know, right about here, and then that's what it will look like where the guests will be sitting. She's strung the lights out, put the wall decorations. All right, so that's just, you know, the main seating area for the ceremony. So I've got immediately 2 stairs. She put these wall fixtures, got the mirrors. It's a painting, and then it's got the stained glass, and then the mirror, and the sconce, whatever. There's the door in. It's got all the pretties hanging. Here's a curtain. Alright, so let's come in here. Ah, this must be where the bride gets all gussied up. Let me turn my user interface off. I forget how you do that. Oh yeah, F10. Here we go. Now we get the full effect here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this ceiling is actually something she put in, and she created 2 stories. So we'll go take a look at another floor. Oh, she decorated. Oh, the other story was there. She just decorated it to make it look pretty. Alright, so she put in the dolls there. You got your desk. Mirror so she can put on her dress and make sure she's pretty looking. She says I'm not very pretty looking. I think I'm pretty awesome. Oh, little texture issue. There we go. Alright, so this is where the bride gets all gussied up, and probably that means back here then is the groom's area. And yep, I don't know if that's what they're wearing, but that's, you know, sample outfits on the mannequins. Another mirror, takes a second to draw in. Not quite as pretty. Well, you know, we're men, we don't need pretty, but they get all changed. It's functional. She says functional. Alright, so she's got the other sides kind of mirrored. So now let's hit over here, because there's another room area here. And we'll head on upstairs. and this looks like the banquet area. So after they do their ceremony, they're gonna come up here, cut the cake and everything like that. So let's see some of the things that she's put in here. Got the wine, got the jello bowl or punch bowl, fancy fountain for drinks, glasses, just decorative. Just all decorated up. Those kind of look like chandelier looking things. I mean, I'm sure they're like a plant, but you know, in a chandelierish functional kind of way. Disco lights, because here's a dance floor. Look at there. Wedding ring, symbolic of the man and woman, or man and man, or woman and woman, whatever you may do here. Not judging. There's a wall. Again, just some decorative items. And there's the gifts for the brides and grooms, and no, we can't click on them and open them. They're just there. Now she did a lot of the inlay for the floor, like this is several different types of floors all kind of stacked just so to get the pattern. Now I suppose if you had a lot of people who wanted to dance, you could pick up the tables and then you got more area, but this is here's all your seating. Nice fancy seating, and then you got these candles and whatnot here. Oh, the main chandelier dangling down. Can almost hear the flames. Very cool. Alright, then here's where your bride and groom and the maid and the man of whatever best man will be sitting. And then let's see what we got back up here behind the scenes. Oh, look! Here's where the food's being prepared. So let's see. We've got something covered. Oh, I think they might uncover that during the ceremony. That's just... we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. Oh, they got matching. So here's some foods. All decoratively laid out. Fruits and such. Oh, the chocolate fountain. Now see, that's a bunch of pottery stuff, which happens to be that color, but when you first kind of pop up from a distance, you know, if you use your imagination a little bit, bam, chocolate fountain. That's hot. And then, you know, you come get all your desserts and cakes and stuff and dip it in the chocolate fountain. And then here is the cake. I think she changed the cake topper, but like, that's a huge wedding cake. And then see here, she's got... they might be kind of hard to see. I don't know how it comes through on the video, but right here are... oh, she says it shows better on the video, but right here are the special their drink glasses. And then there's their cutting stuff for the cake. And then we got some foods right here. Now I did see something on the other side. We'll hit the other side here in a second. But this looks like the kitchen area then, where they're going to prepare all the food. So you got a couple items ready to come out. Here you've got the oops. Here you've got the urinal trough, just in case. Oh, it's a she calls it a sanitizing sink. My mistake. Alright, so after you get done peeing in the sanitizing sink, you can come over here and finish cooking. Look at that. Got a nice hot fire going. I can almost smell the fish. Looks great. Prep areas. Got some more stuff cooking. Dishes and stuff ready to go. Are they chipped and cracked? That's going to look real nice. Yeah, she said, don't click on the door, she says. Okay, so we're moving past the door. Why? Does that go to... oh, it takes you to your guild, and we don't want to leave. Okay, so now we come this way. Now this was cool. She put this in. I just thought it was funny. Chuckles. But here, I turned my user interface off so you can't see it, but I believe this one said male, and this one was female. So just written in, you know, some weird, goofy elven language. Okay, she says turn it on real quick and look. So if I hover, men, women. So that's cool. Alright, so let's check out the men's. And here we go. Got some sinks there. And there's your toilets. Nice. No standing urinals, but you know, we're equal opportunity. You don't know who's coming in. That's a little short though if trolls or something came.